added tournament. This is the Mike Zuglin's Josh Northeast 9-Ball Tour finale. Next one will be in January. Jason Shore, Karen Kaur, and Rodney Morris make the poster this year. Congratulations to them. The match we have at hand is going to be Kevin Guimond. As you could see him warming up. And his opponent. Let me just get these names all loaded up. I'll get those names all loaded up and then we'll get underway with it. But we want to, there's a few things that we want to mention before we actually get started. First of all, Ship to Cash has taken New England by storm. It's $20,000 first place. It's a race to 2. They got fight night, which there's challenge matches going on. They got mini tournaments going on. He's got a great concept. Jason Shore is the host pro with it. It's Mike DeMarco bringing Ship to Cash. Check them out. It's shiptocash.com. This thing is becoming enormous. It's right in the New England area. We also want to remind you that Aki Stats will be heading down to Chesapeake, Virginia once again to bring us another U.S. Open tournament pay-per-view. It's $200,000 prize money right in the middle. Notice the logos on the bottom of that poster there, Aramith Diamond Tables and Simona's Cloth, the best you can use in the world, of course. We would like to thank the host casino here, where we're coming to you live from, is the Turning Stone Casino and Resort in Verona, New York. If you can make it, come on down and make it. There's a lot of people starting to accumulate and get inside this arena right now. We want to remind you, off the press, right there, it's Billiards Buzz. Easy Billiards bringing it to you once again, Mr. Jerry Forsythe, Mike Howerton, and editors that are writing stories in this magazine. It's incredible. It's free to check out. It's an online magazine. It's in high res and great articles. Make sure to check it out. It's Billiards Buzz for your latest news about what's going on around the world in the pool world. JB Cases, built to last, stand up on their own, most of them. And if there's any kind of problem, you can rest assured that John Barton will take care of it and rip it apart and see what malfunctioned and let everybody know that everything is done. But most of the time, there's no problem with them. Check them out, JB Cases, light-systems.com. This is the light that is very light in weight. And not only that, the illumination is like 10 times greater. It's all LED. They last like so many years. Fong coming up with the concept. Jolie's husband, she is a WPBA pro. And a lot of people are installing them. They're energy savers. They're like half the bill or less. It's light-systems.com. Baltimore City Q's, they have a booth right here in the casino, and they brought everything under the sun. But if you ever need them, they could bring anything from tips to tables. It's BaltimoreCityQs.com. Kamui Chalk and Tips. Thank you to John Bertone and company. Kamui jumping on board with AZB TV. We love them. We do appreciate them. Make sure to check them out. It's Kamui. I'm sure everybody knows about it. And, of course, Mr. Steve Lomax Custom Cues. It's Lomax Custom Cues. There's all his contact right there. So if you're looking and you're in the market for something that's unique, you could come up with a design and correspond with Steve. I'm sure you'll love the designs. Just check him out. He's got plenty of pictures of his cues online and what he's got up for sale. It's Lomax Custom Cues. Talking about custom stuff, this right here blew my mind when I seen these pictures. This is WildEyesCreations.com. Take a good look at that. Those are actually cue stick holders you can put on a table. They're weighted, they're clipping. They got keychains. It's WildEyesCreations.com. Thank you, Mike Badstubner and Wild Eyes Creations for coming on board. Mikey Fingers. These DVDs are now available. It's Rocket Science with the Rocket, Rodney Morris, and you can get yours at On the Rail TV. It covers so many aspects of the game. You could see there 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball, aiming, braking, bridging, jumping. Rodney don't leave nothing out. Massey's kicking, position shots. I mean, just road stories. You know, there's questions and answers. It's a 3-hour, basically, I think 3 hours or above of instructional video and entertainment. If you're friends with Rodney, you can get him right online. PM them on Facebook or get in touch with them, or get in touch with Lenny on Facebook, or go to ontherailtv.com. This poster was sent in to me yesterday, and they asked me if I would put it up and make people aware of what this motorcycle group is doing. They're having a ride. It's a benefit for battered women, and you could find out more about it by PMing Mike Strasberg or going to the website, which is on the poster right there in front of you. It's www.ironhorsecavalry.com. And this young lady, I can't say enough about. You know, if you're involved with pool in any shape or form, and you heard about NYC Grind, this was Allison Fisher that used to be part of it, and great editor, great photographer, brought us umpteen updates from around the states, and made us feel like we were right there at the tournament with the superb updating that she did via social media. She needs our help right now, you know, because she did all that work for years, not really getting paid on a lot of them, and getting paid very minimal on some of them that she did. And she used to travel on her own dime, mass transit, any way she can get there to bring us the updates. Or, you know, if she can get a ride with Joe Wilson Torres or somebody else. She did everything under the sun to make sure that she can get to the location. The ultimate sacrifice was, if I can't, then she took mass transit. I couldn't believe how many hours she would travel just to get to a tournament. She needs our help. She's trying to get to her next endeavor, which she's getting out to Colorado, and she's still going to be involved with pool. You can see her GoFundMe link on the top. It's gofundme.com/Allison-Fisher with the C. Or somebody could put it in the chat, put the link in the chat, and make it easy for anyone just to click on it. Whatever you can donate to the GoFundMe for Allison Fisher is greatly appreciated. She emphasizes that as she sends me emails and PMs, please, Al, make sure you thank everybody. I'm almost there. She says, I'm almost there, and I know we can do it and get her there. Check her out, Allison Fisher. Thank you, Allison, for everything you did through the years. Thank you so much, and I know you're going to continue to do so. This app right here is on board now with AZB-TV. This is Matt. He comes up with ChalkySticks.com. I'm going to have to go inside my memos that I have here. Just give me a sec. This app here, I got little memos here, is compatible with iPhones, Androids, and Windows phones. It helps you find pool players and pool tables near you. All right, that's one thing. It also has a TV channel. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, non-stop pool. If you want to check out pool, you could check out 3-cushion, snooker, 9-ball, 8-ball, 10-ball, straight pool. You name it of aspect, I believe, even one pocket, whatever it might be involved with pool, and they grab a hold of it, is right on the app also. And then there's a diagrammer that they like to call Pad, which is part of their app. And you know, you can create diagrams. If you have a question like, how should I have played this shot? Or, you know, Darren Appleton and a lot of the pros are using this to explain shots. You can do it. You can actually use this diagram and put it on a forum and say, how should I play it? Or how do you play it? Or this is the way I played it. And, you know, make conversation, put it out there using that diagram. That's also part of the app. And it has a map, pinpoints pool halls. Not around the United States only, it's around the world. So if you're abroad or if you're staying in your home turf, whether it be the U.S., Canada, Europe, you can find pool halls near you, just like that. Now also, if you happen to go on there and don't find your local pool room, get in touch with them right away. They got contact points, and they will kindly add your pool room to their app. There's thousands and thousands of pool rooms on there. And you know what? The best part about it is it's free. You can download it for free, and you could use it for free. It's ChalkySticks.com. I mentioned Aki Stats going to the U.S. Open, but this right here is November 17th through the 20th. It's an 8-ball invitational. You can see the players, Corey Deuel, Jason Shaw, Darren Appleton, the Rocket Rodney Morris, John Mora, Shane Van Boning, all coming together at the Aramis Simonis Arena. And slow down, Al. It's going to be taking place in Sandcastle Billiards in Edison, New Jersey. Now, if you cannot make it on location, which we urge you to do, because if you're a pool enthusiast, this is the place to be. If you think Jason and Darren and Rodney shoot 9-ball and 10-ball great, wait till you see every one of these people play 8-ball. It's aggressive game. It's going to be aggressive. So try to make it to Sandcastles in Edison, New Jersey. If you can't, it's going to be available via pay-per-view. Once again, full production by AccuStats, the pioneers of live streaming, and great commentary by Billy and Danny, and all their guest commentators. So get over to AccuStats and let them know that you are there to support them, because they've been doing a lot through the years. And we want to thank this gentleman personally. It's Jared the Jazzman Arasamina. He's not only a great musician and singer, he's actually a pool enthusiast, and he is going to be a force to reckon with. He gets lessons from Earl once a month. He drives all the way from Virginia to New York, and he's getting up there, and he's also promoting all kind of products. If you follow him on Facebook, he does testing. He has drills. It's Jared, the Jazzman Arasamina. We also would like to thank Diana Hoppy. She still has the DVDs available. It's Earl Strickland's Road Stories 1 and 2. Not only that, she's got memorabilia that is exquisite. It's from years ago. If there's something that you're looking for, or you're a personal player that you happen to like, and you're looking for something, piece of a memorabilia, get in touch with DianaHoppy.com or call her right at that phone number. It's 843-838-7770. She's up close and personal, and you can barter with Diane. Tell her Upstate Al sent you and say hi. We'd like to thank Simonis Cloth and Aramis Bowls, the best equipment you can use around the world. It doesn't matter where you go. It's Simonis Cloth and the bowls to roll with are Aramis. The live stream news group on Facebook, of course, azbilliards.com, the Tap League, and Kings of Vapor, and also the Kings of Billiards in Akron, Ohio. And we got more to go, because Greg Antonakis says, Al, I want to be on board. It's American Cue Pickers. Get your Southwest from the best. Now, we understand Greg sold out, but he has other cues, and he is going to accumulate more Southwest cues. It's ga9ball@gmail.com is where you can get in touch with Greg, or call him in his number, 845-489-4122. Mr. Joel Shapiro, he's always the man behind the curtains, like the Wizard of Oz. He doesn't like to be up front. He's been supporting pool for many, many years. Thank you, Mr. Joel Shapiro, for everything that you do. We also want to mention Joe Boston, personal friend of ours, and he doesn't like to be up front either, and doesn't even want his name up on the screen. But Joe Boston, I'm going to thank you. Chekiao, sports drink that took every nation by storm by now. It's us.chekiao.com. I find, as I'm roaming around the arena here, you see a lot of the players have their Chekiao right on their table. It's us.chekiao.com. And I did mention the Kings of Vapor and also the Kings of Billiards in Akron, Ohio. Thank you, Chad Bowling. So I'm ready to roll here. Just awaiting Mike Zuglin's announcements. And then as soon as he does that, we're ready to go. I see we have Kevin Guimond up at the table, practicing. Kevin Guimond's been hitting them pretty good. And his opponent is going to be Ed Abraham. Great one-pocket player. In fact, he's standing right beside me here. We want to wish him well, and God bless. He came out down with thyroid cancer. I didn't know. I saw him when he showed up. He lost a lot of weight. And Eddie Abraham, what a shooter he was, and still is. I remember him coming into Chelsea's billiards many years ago down in Manhattan, and he was on fire. He used to play a lot of one-pocket, but he played all the games, and he used to get into some grudge matches down there. And when it came to a bank, he used to fire him in at warp speed. So we're looking forward to seeing Eddie Abraham once again, and we wish him well, and the family, of course. And I want to thank NJ Pool Player for posting those links in there. It makes it easy for you guys in the chat, like to click on one of them and send them, send them an email and say thanks for doing what you're doing for live streaming. Just answering a couple of questions in the background. Lenny, I just sent you one. You got it, buddy. I think it... Okay, I got you. Gotcha. All right, you do what you got to do. I just want to bring you up to date. Fast Lenny is in our chat room from On the Rail TV, and I respect him, and of course I respect everybody. But the reason I'm saying that is, anytime we have a benefit that we're doing, or something where we got to raise some kind of product, you really got to reach out to companies and put yourself out there and ask, can you help out, donate a Q case. And John Barton from JB Cases is right there on spot, believe me. But a lot of these major companies don't have the time to watch the live stream, or they don't pick up on the social media or what we're trying to do, or read any kind of threads. But this Fast Lenny and Scott Frost, let me tell you, if they get us any kind of iota of there's a benefit going on, or something to that nature where we got to raise products for a raffle or something, they call you. They get in touch with you somehow. They make it their business to really do it. And let's get that DVD that they just made. I can't say enough. I just want to say thank you, Lenny. Appreciate it. He's going to give away a couple of DVDs to people that are signed into the chat, and he's going to do it today. At what time? That's totally up to Lenny and on his end. And when Lenny decides he's going to pop a question in the chat, he can do it whenever he wishes. And I don't know how many DVDs he's going to give away of that one, but when he asks the question, make sure you're signed into the chat, because you got to be eligible, and the only eligibility is to be signed into the chat. Doesn't cost you anything, and you could win that new 3-hour instructional DVD that Rodney, Morris, and Lenny put together, which is, I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. So make sure you're signed into the chat. Lenny's in there, and whatever he decides to do, and when he decides to do it.
You should be at your table, with the exception of table number 7. We have a match in progress there, and the winner of that match.
So once again, I'm going to bring that graphic up for you guys of what the DVD is.
We're going to start all
It's
the
right there.
right now. 16 more players here.
16 more players. This is a losers. Well, I hate to say losers. This is a B-side matches coming out right now.
She's from New York City, former Empress Cup champ. She's won on the Predator Tour.
We do have Tino Barberi from Canada, a great commentator. In the wings somewhere. He's roaming around. He's welcomed in here. He came all the way down from Canada just to be here. And when he decides to get in, the door is wide open. Let's pay attention to Mike Zuglin. Where is he? All right, he's way up at the front. He's working his way down. As you could see, the Ron Costanzo match is still going on. So that's why we had to change up and put Kevin Guimond on and Ed Abraham. Not that it's not a good match. It's still a good match, but a lot of the folks wanted Ronnie Costanzo. He's a local favorite.
South Hadley, Massachusetts. He's the owner and operator of the Connecticut ATA for the 27 years since they started, which I think at one time was the biggest league, second biggest. You were never the biggest? Well, you got to work harder. He also was a member of the USA Trick Shack team that was on ESPN for 8 years, Bruce Bartlett, and his opponent. He's one of our regular players.
Look at this. Lenny steps up to the plate right away. There's a question in the chat. Lenny says, "Are you guys ready?" So you better be signed into the chat. Lenny is Lenny says, "Are you ready?" Introduce yourself. We got a guest commentator right here.
Stephen Multilove, player out of Rax.
There he is, right there in front of you.
Got final 32, huh?
Yeah. Hey, the question in the chat is, what number am I thinking of in my head right now? It's a number from 0 to 100, and that's all it requires is guessing a number. Now, 0 to 100, and we have, I don't know, several hundred people in here. Somebody's going to win that first DVD. Here we go. Mike Zuglin making the announcement right here on the live stream.
Jared, you should be in the near vicinity. All right, down here on table number 8, this is our live stream table. Go to azbilliards.com. Tell your friends they can watch this for free. You don't have to pay. A free live stream, courtesy of Upstate Al, AZ Billiards, John's Northeast 9-Ball Tour, and Turning Stone Resort Casino.
Got a good match here.
Yeah.
Just like every other match on the stream.
Also in the past, great player, Eddie Abraham. His opponent, another great player, another winner on our John's Northeast 9-Ball Tour. From Hutto, Texas, originally from up in this part of the country, Kevin Guimond. Good luck. All right, on table number 7, we have Ronnie, you want to take a minute to go to the bathroom? It's okay, but don't take too long, all right? Come right back on the same table with Jared. Come right back. All right. So table 7 will be Ron Costanzo versus Jared Clowry.
All right, first rack. Should be a good match.
Absolutely. I'll be with you in a sec. Eddie Abraham coming up from B-Doc's way out there. Want to say hi to B-Doc.
All right, on table number 9. He's from Okeechobee, Florida. He's also has residence up here too, I believe, and he plays out of Salt City Billiards in Syracuse. We'll have 3 stops on our tour. Grab a schedule. Welcome Jerome Rockwell, having a good tournament. His opponent, one of our tour sponsors, one of our
rack number 1 on the way.
If you'd like to look at his display up front, the owner of Hydric
All right, rack number 1 on the way.
There you go. Talking about rack, did you come up with the holding?
I did. I came up Thursday morning, and I did participate.
Good.
I went 2 and out, but
That's all right.
it's all the experience, right?
Yeah.
Playing
It's
with-
really intimidating to step out on this floor, isn't it?
Right.
It is. If you never played here, don't knock any of these players that have been in it, because until you experience the pressure of playing with the audience around you, and as the weekend goes, you're going to find more and more. It gets even more pressure. Right up at the table right now, you can see is Kevin Guimond. He plays all over the place. Last time, I think he's residing in Texas now, if I'm not mistaken.
Sponsored by Bez Hughes, Amsterdam Billiards, and Castle Billiards, Caroline Powell.
Signing in Texas, you have people from all over the country here to play in this event.
Cicero, New York, at Salt City Billiards. We welcome back Eddie Sauer and his opponent. He's from Royal Palm Beach, Florida. Another gentleman having a great tournament, sponsored by Bez Hughes and Kamui Products, Hunter Lombardo. Table 13. These guys, I think, drove up together. They usually drive up together. Oh well, this happens sometimes. First from Brooklyn, New York. He's a regular here on our with many high finishes on our tour. He's regular here at Turning Stone. He's a former Predator Tour Player of the Year. He's sponsored by Kamui and Jacoby Custom Cues, Mike Yednak. And his opponent is the House Pro at Amsterdam Billiards.
Who guessed
He's
it?
a multiple winner of the New York.
I don't think anybody guessed
Yeah, I
it.
think NJ Pool player.
Open, New York City Open? What tour is that? Is there a tour? Predator Tour, New York City.
Who won it, Lenny?
Predator Tour, and also a two-time Alaska State 9-ball champ, Sean Morgan. Good luck. That should be a good match. Good luck. Table 14, another great matchup coming up right here from Flushing, New York. He's a multiple winner on our tour. He's the reigning Pinky Memorial champion. We missed Pinky. He was one of our top players for years. He was a great guy. Sponsored by Steinway Billiards and Molinary Products, Zion's V. His opponent, second place here last
Lizard Lips 26 got it? Lizard Lips. On the scene, I do have the PM from Lenny prior to him asking the question also, and his number was 23. Thank you, Lenny, so much for that. That was fun. You see that, how simple that is? That's how great these guys are.
Plays out of Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island. We have three great
Man the Lamps. Howdy.
On 16, Harvard Race, Maryland, sponsored by Lucasi. Hybrid Cues, Blackheart Tips, Pure X Cues, Lights Out Billiard Apparel.
He might be trying to little carom here into the 6 and still maintain the shot on the 1 in the corner here.
Finish here last year.
There you go.
And his opponent from Bath, New York, three-time Tri-State Open champ, Jerry Crow. All right, good luck, everybody, and please remember, everyone.
There you have it. Mike Zuglin made his announcements. We're going to crank him down just a little bit because we can actually hear the balls running down the rails.
Please remember, there's no flash photography allowed. You're allowed to take pictures, but please, no flash.
9-ball pimp in the house. Let's shout.
Once again, I want to remind everybody that we have these two.
We're watching Eddie Abraham and Kevin Guimond.
For raffle.
Can you say your name again? A couple of people didn't hear it because the microphone. Go ahead.
This is Steven. I play out of Racks in Long Island.
Stephen what?
Motilal. M-O-T-I-L-A-L.
Okay.
How did Holden do? Holden won his first match, lost his second and third yesterday.
And then fell asleep.
Yeah,
We got pictures. That's just something that Steve Kurtz and the whole crew, New York crew, keep going. Is Holden, he's such a hard-working guy, a businessman, so he just falls asleep sometimes. His body is just shot.
Right.
And we constantly take pictures of him. And he falls, wherever he falls asleep. So that's just an inside joke. I think he got a little funny here, but nothing that he can't handle. What he's more concerned about is the position on the 4-ball, I believe, because it's a tight window. So you have to play between the 5-9 on the right side, or you got to stick to the left side of the table. Here comes the speed, and this is where it counts. That window is getting smaller, and I believe the 9-ball just closed the window on Eddie Abraham, and that's why he took his time on that 3-ball.
This is not a winner's bracket match. This is loser's bracket.
Right, B-side, side of the chart. Absolutely. I don't like using the word losers. You know, I think everybody that participates in this is a winner. You gain experience, like you said, you know, in a tournament. So I like to use the term, not that you can't. You could use any term you wish. I just use the term B-side. So this is, like you said, is a B-side round. There'll be 16 people being eliminated here.
My first match yesterday, I had played, forgot the guy's name, but I had done horribly, 9-1, and then yesterday I played again against a guy that plays out of East Ridge Billiards, 9-6, and I lost.
I like this way that he's kicking into the 4 ball. You see, he's kicking, and he's kicking to play safe. See, he's going to send the 4 ball up table and hopefully hide the cue ball. He's going to cause separation, hide the cue ball down table, but the cue ball followed the 4 ball, so to say. So he's going to leave a wide open shot. What he was trying to do was hit the bottom of that 4 and keep the cue ball down the lower end of the table at your monitor. Kevin Guimond, he's been shining real bright. I can't mention it enough. He's looking for sponsors. He says, Al, I got what it takes. He says, I just need to relieve some of the stress that's on me from paying my way to all the tournaments and the entry fees. He does roofing, but you know, he's a working guy. He says, if I got some sponsors to take some of that stress off me and pressure, he says, I shoot just like any of these top pros. That's exactly what he said to me. We were in Brooklyn, and it was $11,000 added tournament, and Kevin showed up.
Was that the Gotham City?
Yeah. The memorial for Sharon. You okay?
Yep.
Yeah. When you put your hands on that, that's all recorded static. So
Okay.
if you can't help it, if you can't. See this button over here? You're number 2. All you got to do is go like this. And,
Okay.
and you'll be muted, just for the recording. All right, 9 ball. Looks like it's going to be deposited into the corner pocket, and Kevin Guimond is drawing first blood. And, of course, Upstate Al, I could mush anybody. Wow, unfortunate. And an unforced error. Eddie's up there real quick saying, hey, I'll take this every game you can give me. So Eddie Abraham draws first blood instead.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. How are you, sir?
Go down. All right, Mr. Eddie Cohane also on board. Thank you, Eddie.
How are you? You are?
Steven.
How are you, Eddie? Nice to meet you.
I was watching your match earlier with Dave.
It was vicious.
Yeah.
Hill, wow. I got caught on that point. I couldn't believe it. It is what it is.
Well, we got Kevin Guimond and we got Eddie Abraham playing here, and Kevin Guimond just hung a 9 ball up.
Puts him on the hill. Oh, no, that's the first match?
They just started, yeah.
Oh, geez, I see the full beads up there. Sorry.
That's quite all right. You made several mistakes already.
I'm good at it.
We did too. We kept the door open. And we let Eddie in.
Snapping at me now, huh?
I love you, you know that. It's just a little tease that Eddie and I do. And he started it. He told me he never liked me.
Never.
All right, watch the 7 ball on the right side. Is that the 7?
Ooh.
Yeah, watch the... No, that's the 5 ball. Watch the 5 ball, the wing ball, towards the bottom right-hand corner, and the 1 ball go towards the left side pocket.
That's the 4. Wow. I eat ball.
Yep.
Well, I got to see a push here. You got to be careful on this push, maybe, because you set a trap for yourself on this one. Leave him with a good safety position with that 4 ball up there.
Well, does he have any kind of paint?
I think he might have the slightest edge, but that would be scary.
Well, no, you just bank it towards the cushion. He's
That's
kicking
what he
at
did.
it.
There it goes.
Let's see what he come up with.
Well, he got hurt, but the 2's tied up, so he's probably going to get back to the table, but probably
How
with
fast
safety.
do you travel on the motorcycle when you drive? Right?
90.
Really?
Garden State Parkway, I've been doing it all week, 90.
Wow.
And it's so smooth, you can't, man, it's a no-brainer. Everybody else is doing 90 as well.
Right. Do you still feel like you're on a motorcycle right now? You know,
I'm gonna wish you were on a motorcycle.
No, sometimes when you get off a bike, you know, your adrenaline.
You're still running, yes.
Yeah, your adrenaline's still.
Well, I'm all pumped from that last match, and it got me.
Oh, okay. Oh, you got eliminated?
Yeah. I lost on the hill.
Playing Dave Semprus, right?
Yeah, and yesterday,
Wow.
a guy.
I watched some of that match. You were shooting real. Both of you guys were doing good. I started watching it from the 5-9 combination that you played.
Oh, that was a good shot. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a pressure shot right there. That was a tough shot.
And you controlled the cue ball well. It went around the 6. It was nice shot.
Thank you, sir. Trying to get on my good side now?
Actually, I'm just trying to get to the end of that story.
I thought Eddie would have used the 3-ball there as the blocker, but he hit it hard, sending it up tables, left him long.
Well, you know, Kevin can feather the left side of the ball, hit the left side of the 2-ball, and bring the cue ball back where it is now. Just make sure you hide the cue ball and make sure you hide the 2-ball, or either one. Both of them is a bonus because you're gonna if you hit it too thick, you're gonna send that 2-ball out in the open. So just watch control here.
Is this the east side of the board?
See, the 2-ball comes in the open. You got to
This
hide
is
the
a
rock.
B-side match.
Well, he could have used that little kiss by the 6 right there. So
Well-
left him a window here. What is it? This is a loser side match? Yeah.
Correct.
B-side match, yeah. So Kevin failed to hide the cue or the 2-ball on that shot, leaving Eddie a shot at the 2.
You know, Eddie's got
If
a
he-
bunch. I'm sorry, go ahead.
If he wants to take it. I think Eddie's going to tuck the cue ball behind the 5-4, or if not, just pin it up to the 4.
I was going to say Eddie's got a bunch of little kids at home, and they're probably watching.
You know,
Hope
he-
you kids are enjoying this.
He can actually cut this 2 in, but I don't think he's going to attempt that. I think he's going to roll up on the 4-ball here.
Just snuggle up right behind it. There you go. Whoa.
Ooh.
Wow. He could have got. Well, he left him the 2 here. At pocket speed, I think he can't. He doesn't even. He just wants to pocket speed this ball here. Make a liar out of me. Well, he bounced out good. Where you from, sir?
Long Island, New York.
Rax.
Oh, you
Rax,
want my
Rax Pool Room.
sympathies. What's your name?
Steven.
Is this the guy you talked about yesterday?
I
Al? About the food?
don't know what you're talking about.
Wow.
No clue.
I'm really getting it here.
What are you smoking?
Yeah, everything.
Give me some.
It's,
He says everything.
I'm medically qualified, so it's all legal, you know. We think, we hope. I got
I'm only kidding. I didn't
aches
know
and
that.
pains. Yes. Uh-oh, man. So you're the one that gives them the gourmet food. The rest of us get bologna sandwiches.
Oh, yes, we were, Eddie. I stand corrected. Yes, we
Oh,
were talking
man.
about all the different pool
Oh, I
rooms.
thought it was a big secret or something.
No. Absolutely. Oh, no.
I thought he
Rax-
wanted to remain incognito or something. you
No,
know.
Rax is a great room. In fact, Mike Zucklin has the tour runs through Rax.
Yeah.
Holden
Yeah,
Chin is
Holden-
on here.
Holding chins, yeah.
August,
G.
not August, October 22nd and 23rd, we have a Jaws tour stop there.
Yeah, that can't be because I'll be in St. Martin, I think. Right, upstate?
Well, you know, it couldn't get any better than that.
I got to get out of here soon.
No, hang on. No, talking about the pool rooms, yeah, Big G down there got in touch with me yesterday and said hello, and how's Holden doing? He's inquisitive. We know they got the live stream going down there at Rax in the afternoon. So we want to give a big shout out to Rax.
Oh,
Always a great place
And
to
he's
visit.
got some big screens down there. A lot of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Pretty wired up.
Sports bar, yeah.
Private room in the back.
Right.
That's where we actually set up when we go down there. This is a tough shot, and cue ball's going to go a little bit loose. He's got to calculate it. He didn't like it, and he decided to play safe.
Got good on there, too.
He left him an edge here.
That's what you call discipline right there. You know, don't let your ego get to you and say, hey, I can make this shot, but you got to weigh out the odds.
This is a tough safety right here. Eddie's a pretty strong one-pocket player. He probably has a plan here. You know, he could almost go through that window to 7-9 to the bottom rail and spin it and kick that 6 up.
Watch how thin.
I'll bet he could do that.
Watch how thin he hits this.
He's going to go hit the right side. He's not even looking at the window
Watch how
behind
thin
him.
he hits this.
He better hit it thin. There he goes. He
Now
found the
he's
window.
going- yeah, he's going
Found
to
the
the kick.
window.
He's trying to keep the cue behind a 9, but that's kind of tough to control.
Well, but he knows the 6 is going uptown, though. You know?
And notice what he's doing, folks. When he's undecided, he stands back up to reset. Don't get down on the table with 2 different things on your mind and change, you see? Anytime your mind is not made up, get up.
This window here with the 7-9 is very tempting. It just from our view right here, it looks good to play.
He's going to the kick. Watch the side pocket. Sometimes these go right in the side when it's sitting at the center diamond.
Watch out for that scratch.
There it
Oh,
is,
look
right in
at
the side
that.
pocket.
Wow.
Ball in hand for Kevin Guimond.
Well, that might seal the deal right here. He's on the hill. Oh, no, never mind. That was the
They
beats
just started.
before. Wow. That will give him two ahead. Sorry.
Earl is playing at 2 p.m., I believe.
Yes, Earl Strickland and Rodney Morris on the live stream.
Wow, what a great match
We're
that
hoping Pat Fleming and Eddie.
Danny maybe.
Danny will be here by then. If not, we'll definitely have Tino Barberi out of Canada, professional commentator in the booth, along with guest.
I saw Tino before. He's a nice guy.
He sure is.
Maybe Danny's coming here. I don't know.
It's okay. If he does, he does.
He's a couple hours away, I think.
The last rack, Kevin got to the 9 ball and hung the 9 ball up for Eddie. I don't think you're going to see too many of those with him, but this position is the
Got,
50 line.
Almost a 50.
Yeah, left-handed player.
It's on the 45.
Even a right-handed player, it's a decent shot.
He's a favorite to make this cut right here,
Yeah.
but it's not a gimme. Bam. 2-0. Like, how long you over there at Rax? Long time?
About 6-7 years I've been
Wow.
playing out of there.
Where you live near there?
Yeah.
Who's smacking on candy?
I used
or
to
something?
spend. Somebody was
Oh, okay.
the oatmeal cookie guy.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, he comes around once in a while. The oatmeal cookie guy. I tell you, the best to go for. If you ever get here, he just mentioned those oatmeal cookies.
Have you ever had them, Steve?
Say that again?
The oatmeal cookies here?
Oh, no.
You would lose your mind. I swear to God.
He's right.
Get one before you go home. I'm not lying. You're welcome to have some of that if you like. Al just doesn't want you smacking on
Please.
your chops. I see my buddy Dave Fernandez racking up there against Daigle, I think, right? Is that how you say his name? Daigle?
Dagler.
Daigle?
Yeah. That's what he said.
Uh-huh. Ron Cosanzio's on this table. He just got off that table playing Antonakis' kid. I don't want to call him that. I forgot his first name. Sorry, kid.
We had an issue racking on this table yesterday also with Tommy D'Alfonso and his opponent, the young Russian Maxim Dudinets, playing on this table. And now it's starting to tighten up a little bit more. I'm sure Luke or Paul, if somebody asks of Diamond, they are here on location. So if there's any malfunction, the ball's stuck in a rail or something's going on with the table, they are here just in case something like that happens. So if they're having a hard time racking, you might see them come into the pitch and maybe all the spots, the entire cloths on these tables are brand new and brand new spots, whether it has a little divot from break-in on the spot and they're having a hard time racking, they will replace it. Seems like Eddie's trying to get him frozen.
He might have to move up above the spot.
It is tough. I had to, a couple re-racks yesterday as well. With
That's-
the one ball, on the spot, it keeps rolling off. You know.
That's the hardest part of the game for me. My back can't handle the rack and leaning over like that. Like he's having trouble right there. See him? Your back
Not only
gives
that,
out.
he has.
It's tough on the back doing that.
Well, he does have back issues, and
Does
not
he?
only that, he just. We hope he just beat
Yeah,
thyroid
I hope
cancer.
he's fine. Sure.
Thyroid cancer. So
Yep.
wish him all the best.
He's been through some battles, this kid.
Sure has.
Wish him all the best.
And I just confirmed with Kevin Guimond off camera here that it's just the secondary balls and really not freezing up. And they said, he says, I don't think it requires diamond coming down and replace the spot. It's just a matter of getting them in place. Eddie Abraham gives a good rack. We're out of the box, ready to go. We're tied 1 apiece. We're racing to 9. We're coming to you live from the Turning Stone Casino and Resort in Verona, New York.
Well, it's going to come up dry here. Wow, with a lot of traffic for a good safety here. But he's over the roof, on the roof here. What is that, the 5 ball there?
Correct.
Could be the 4, huh? It's tough.
And Pool Hall Banger comes into the chat with his tutu on and pom-poms, and he's same MO. He says, are these guys pros? Hey, Davey Gravy. Long time. What's up?
I'm guessing he's got a 2-reel kick this. And hope to send the cue down table. He thinks he can go to that top rail like that and spin it. That's a
tough.
I'm thinking he's got to go 2 rails here. And that's what he's looking at. This could end up a real good safety play right here, too. Good kick safe right here. He has to get the top part of that 1 ball and he'd be all right. The lower end down here. Oh, boy. I don't think that 2 goes by that 7 ball. You think it does? In the side? That would be nice, but I don't know. I guess not. Well, that worked out all right. He's going to draw into D8, isn't he? Wow, he really let it out. We didn't see it. He pocketed something in the side, I think.
The 7 ball. 7 ball went in.
Yeah. Oh, he missed that 2 pretty bad. That'll wake him up a little bit, maybe. What are you doing, Al? Wake me up.
Right now, I'm wondering if Kevin Guimond has the touch and the speed of the table down pack
Send that 2 down by the 4.
to send the cue ball around by the 3.
Oh, he's going that way. Wow. He almost
Use the 3 to
Does he have
protect.
left him a window here. Well, break for Eddie right here.
Well, yeah, he can possibly make the 2
Yeah, he has the whole ball, so
and then hold position for the 3.
sure. It's automatic almost. Automatic.
I love when people say it's automatic.
It's automatic.
What's automatic about this? You got to get down and you got to shoot the ball. There's nothing automatic yet. If it was, he'd be up there and shooting the 3 already. So
Oh, maybe he doesn't have the whole ball.
Well,
from what way he's looking
no,
at it.
don't you backtrack now, sir.
You know, I don't like you, Al. I don't like you at all.
It's nice shot, Ed. Gonna have to hit this, go forward with it, go 2 to 3 rails on top of the 6 ball and shoot into the lower corner.
He got perfect. Well, that ain't perfect now. Is that? Well, he's a little straighter than he would like to be here.
You
know
might
what?
see him either go forward with this. I like going
I think
power
he's-
drawing it
I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna go forward with it.
because if the 8 ball is on the rail, and we seen it happen yesterday to Luke Salvas, how tight to the rail the 7 ball was, and he tried to pocket it to the the opposite corner, and he just hit the point of the side pocket. So you might see Eddie power draw this back and get on top of the 8 instead of coming down
He's
below
looking
it.
at the bank. He looked at the bank also. Well, now he looks like he's letting out the stroke on it.
Yeah, we just
He did
might
look at
see
the
it.
bank, though.
He's got such a beautiful stroke. See, he's really checking on that 8 ball. Now he's looking at the bank. He's got options, and I like that. You know, there is no rush. You don't have to rush there unless your opponent says, hey, you take
You're
it.
not going to rush on this shot.
Yeah, right. You know, if you're doing it constantly, your opponent might say, hey, look, we need a clock here, and complain to one of the refs. But the majority of the time, a shot like this requires
going
the
forward
extra
here.
time.
Yeah. Oh, Eddie.
Well, you know, you try to force the ball and do
Yeah.
something else, and you know, on these diamond tables, if you don't fire into the heart of the pocket, that's exactly what happens.
Well, Kevin's got to bounce out here. He's got to hold the cue ball here. He's got a little bit of work here to get on that 8.
He's got a real nice stroke too.
Yeah.
You know, you might see him draw this around the 9, or not even to the right of the 9. He might even come straight back. He's got a whipper, snap a stroke.
Yeah, he's going to let it out here.
Nobody wants to go forward with this, you see, and shoot that 8 ball in that far corner. Nobody does.
Right.
Such a touchy shot. Watch him whip this cue ball around. Yeah, he tried to go to the inside of the 9.
And he's almost on the roof. Look at that. Well,
Stephen, we're not keeping you awake, are we?
No. Well, yes, you are keeping me awake.
Okay.
check out the speed on this shot. He's got to bounce back.
Just accept the shot.
He's
Just
got to go back and
pocket-
forth to the middle of the table.
Anywhere on the tables, it's a shot. You know, straight pull, break shot, or anything. Well, just concentrate on making that 8 ball.
Right. Yeah, the
you know?
cinch it. He got there. Well, he earned it on that shot. And this one. His diamonds are unforgiving.
Like I said, you might not see Kevin Guimond miss another 9-ball in this whole set like he did in the initial rack. He now picks the pace up 2-1. That 8-ball was difficult for Eddie Abraham to actually get onto, and he tried to force that cue ball through the 6. Thus far, hitting it that hard and trying to make that shot is tough. And even if he would have powered Drew off the 6-ball, I think would have, you might have got the same response. If you don't hit it direct, you really got to split it. Split the pocket. 2-1.
And drawing that ball, he would have had a horrible angle up table too. It was work no matter what he did.
I want to give a big shout out to Nick Verona, 8-time world champion. You can contact Nick at nickverona.com. He started a store. He's got his cues there and many other products. Nick Verona. Thank you, Nick. Come all the way up from Kentucky to Ohio and sat in the booth for like 3 days with me. It was a pleasure.
Oh, that's pretty good
Having
stuff.
a Hall of Famer in there, yeah.
Yes, sir. One ball.
Made it.
It's got a combo on the 2.
So 90 miles an hour, huh? Hey, look who's
Hey,
here.
just calm
Look who's
down.
Here. Look who's here. Doc's here from White Plains. Used to go to George the Greek's place.
I don't know the man.
Oh. Many moons ago. Shot. Good control of the cue ball. The 3-ball way up table on the left side there.
Yeah, he'll probably do a rail first here, maybe.
I like that shot. Just watch this spin. Oh, look at this. He's jacking up.
He's rail first. Wow, he did. Look at him. I don't think that was necessary, did you? I mean, he got there and everything, but
Pretty big window
it was
between
an
the
easy.
6-8.
It was an easy rail first shot, I believe.
Well,
would have put him right there.
it was an easy rail first, but if the spin would have just took with very little speed, you could have been locked up behind the 6 if you hit it that way. So I think he took a good shot.
I was surprised he did it, jacked up like that.
Sometimes the player up there is just comfortable, with their routine, right?
Right.
I guess he's going to have to go under the 6 here. You might not see him hit this too hard, so you got to put your confidence in the roll of the table here. Yeah, good.
Got the inside pocket. That worked out fairly well, but
What would you do for the 7-ball?
I think
here?
he's just going to follow up here and go, excuse me, 2 rails. Or you could do that. I didn't expect him to play that ball there.
It was a good choice.
This gets Kevin up 3-1 on this 9-ball, right?
Yeah. If he pockets the 9-ball, he will be up 3-1 over Eddie Abraham. Don't count Eddie out by far. This is a winner break format, and that's why I say that. Either one of these players are capable of running a package on you.
Eddie played real good down at the Expo. He played in the 10-ball, I think, the pro event. He did real well.
Let me tell you something. Many years ago, when Eddie came around and when he was in his prime, so to say, he was untouchable. When he came into Chelsea's and
Yeah, I never knew him. I was out of it.
yeah,
I met him down in, I think, Drexel line.
I said this before. I never seen somebody played a game of one pocket or in a game of 9 or 10, well, back then it was 9-ball, bank balls at warp speed.
Oh, is that right?
You know, oh, he was such a great one
Wow.
pocket player that didn't
Right.
matter where he was, and I'm talking long banks. It didn't matter. He'll just
Right.
get up there and fire him, and majority of them just split the pockets. Here we go, Kevin Guimond trying to pocket the 4-ball in the bottom left-hand corner and the 1-ball in the right side pocket. Got the 4-ball that time.
And he's got a shot on the 1. A little work to get to the 2, a little traffic there, but he could probably draw this back and get on the 2 real well.
Or come down and just spin around a 9-7.
Under the 9 like that, yeah. That's there also.
I think that's the angle he has.
Well, the way he jacked up before, he's liable to draw this ball. Nope, maybe not. Not looking at that. Yeah, he's going to snatch it back here. Oh, he didn't. Oh, look at that. Well, Eddie caught a bit of a break there.
Well, that just brings up something that reminds me for the folks that are just signing on. You know, the 9-ball counts in any pocket, and you can luck it in.
Yeah.
Even on the break, it
It's
counts
wild.
in any pocket.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
wild. Even on the break down below?
Anywhere on the break.
Vicious game. Vicious. I don't think he has the angle to bounce to the rail and back over for that 2 here. I think he's almost straight in. Oh, he's got it. He can bounce out. This is missable. There it was. I'm saying it's missable because I missed that 9-ball earlier in a set, and I'm like, wow. You think you're gonna? It's almost straight in. You think it's you think it's easy, and now you're back in the chair.
This is what I just mentioned about the 9-ball. If Kevin thinks that he can get to the cue, get the cue ball to the rail between the 1 and the 9, and it's like a two-way shot.
Yeah, and send the 1 up and play the
Yeah.
billiard. Yeah.
Right. I'm not sure if that's what he's going to attempt, but he's going to definitely take a look at it.
He might. He might have to hit it at an angle that the 1 might stop on the 7, so he might not like that either.
He just took a look at the combo. Cutting this 1-ball in by itself without the 9 being there is a difficult shot. So if you're going to play the 1-9 combination, you better hit it good because you could hang it up.
Yeah, he's looking at the billiard here. He's lined up for it, I think.
I think that's the proper shot. It's sort of a two-way. There it is.
Wow, how'd he hit it?
He hit it real good. Notice the cue ball.
Yeah,
where
what a
it is.
great shot. Good for him. Nice
Kevin
shot.
Guimond, he trudges ahead now, 4-1.
4-1, Eddie. Get back in it. Oh, I see Troy's jumping on me again. See what he's doing now?
Oh, he's
Troy's starting trouble again.
He's putting you out there. Putting you out there.
He's just mad because of my sandals remark. Love you, bro.
There's actually a lot of spectators out today.
Yeah. Are there?
Yeah.
Oh, here you mean.
It's the weekend, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Make it happen. What a lineup. Look at that.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, John Moore's going to be in this year.
Absolutely.
Rodney. Darren.
Darren's I don't know. What do you think about Darren? A world champion.
He gets
eight-ball-
lucky. He gets
world
lucky.
champion 8-ball player. You think he should be in it?
He gets lucky a lot.
He's got to start using that line soon. Efren
Darren's
did.
still in China, is he not?
He is.
I think so.
He is, yeah. Well, I don't know if he's still there. I know he's participating. I would imagine he's still there.
He won that last year, did he not?
Check this out. The 159 off the 7 towards the corner pocket. When it comes to one pocket,
Boy, you are beautiful.
Eddie.
Look at this.
Eddie sees these shots automatically. You know, being that season, if it's on.
And the way the one's married to the 5, he can put the cue ball wherever he wants and still play that angle. It's not going to throw anything from there.
If he thinks it's close and takes a shot at it, it's going to be close. That's how good his one pocket game is.
His one pocket game will show here. He looked like he might want to put the cue ball behind that 8 ball after he's done with this.
Yeah, well, it's going to be another two-way shot.
Yeah. Well, he's looking at the way the 5 was going over towards the 8 also.
Paul Dryden, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It is Paul Dryden.
He sent it. Oh, boy, look at that. And I think the 3 goes by the 8 maybe? That might save him if it doesn't.
Mr. Paul Dryden, you know, I got to meet Paul Dryden up in Snookers, and, you know, I told him he was out of his mind because I seen a video of him jumping out of an airplane skydiving. And then from there on in, it's just been like, you know, every time I see Paul, you know, we shoot the breeze. And he lost his 23-year-old son. I don't know exactly what date, but it had to be a couple of weeks ago, or if not a week and a half ago. And Paul Dryden is an icon here. You didn't really come to the Turning Stone and not see Paul Dryden here. And when I didn't see him here, Rick Mazzarato told me that he lost his son. Paul,
sorry, mister.
Paul, if you're listening in,
sincere condolences
from everybody here at the AZB TV booth, and of course everybody playing at the Turning Stone, and on behalf of Mike Zuglin too. I'm really sorry to hear that. And
yeah, that's a hard road. Wish you all the best, sir. Probably the worst heartache a parent could go through.
Eddie, I couldn't even imagine.
I have a friend that lost a boy, and it's never ending. Wish you all the best, Mr. Dryden.
All right, 2 ball, draw it to the rail and back. Oh, he's playing the 3 into the side pocket.
Yeah, that's the 5 down here. I thought it was the 3.
The 5 is concerning.
Might be tied up. Yeah, I thought it was the 3 ball at first, but it looks like it goes through from where we're looking now.
It's going to require a nice position because the 6 right there doesn't go, I don't believe. I think he's going to have to play the 6 in the opposite corner.
Right, yeah.
So that's why he's starting to slow down right now and try to get that pinpoint position.
I don't know if he can get there at that angle. Why is he looking at that? Oh, wow. He cheated it a little bit. Look at that. That was a pretty good shot. I thought he was going to go up tail. He must have cheated that real well. A little bit here, but if he takes his time, he's close enough to do his work here. He should cinch this 6 ball, and he'll get perfect on the 7.
Yeah, that's what he was concerned about. He took his time on that and got a little out of line here. But you know, you can let your cue ball go here, up table,
right,
and back down. He's going to draw around the 7. I don't like that. I like going natural. Anytime you got to force the cue ball to do something that's not natural, there's room for error.
He was going with center ball, and then
that's the move.
Yeah. He just cinched the ball.
Go center ball. Take the longer shot, even if you wind up table, wind up further away.
He can hit a little firmer and bounce up and down too.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, he went that way.
Yeah. Well, you know, to each his own. He's a left-handed player. He's favoring that left side of the table. You notice that?
Well, he'll draw now. He'll get good on this 8 ball. This is a natural. drove off that rail. He'll get perfect. Worst thing that could happen to him from here is he freezes on the rail with the cue ball with straight in on the 8. That would be tough.
He's going to back cut it into the blind pocket. That's what he's favoring right here. The cue ball, like Eddie said, he's going to go back and forth. Just don't hit the 9, and he should be okay. And have your speed already in your head. You want to get to the center of the table. Perfect.
I thought he was going to play it in the low right-hand corner.
That's what I would have went for.
Yeah, that surprised me there.
That is similar to the shot that Eddie missed when he forced followed, but that's closer, you know, on the short rail, so a lot easier to judge. And Kevin Guimond is in 5th gear here, nonstop, and he's going to 5. 5-1, Kevin Guimond.
Well, 5-1 is a bit of a stretch, but he needs to close this gap a little bit here. It's a hard comeback from 5-1 against Kevin Guimond anyway. I mean, wow. And Eddie's capable of getting there. But bring your A game, mister.
He is.
Is that Jared Clowery up there?
Ed
Table
Colhane,
up above?
Ed Colhane is in the booth, along with Steven. I forget Steven's last name and the pronunciation. That plays out of Racks, an upstate owl. We're just hanging out at the Turning Stone Casino and Resort. $25,000 added tournament. Mike Zuglin's Josh, Northeast 9-Ball Tour.
Talking about table 7, that is Clowery.
What is?
Yes.
Playing.
You know, this
Jeez.
he can take a swipe at the cheese here, you know that, and play the safe at the same time.
You know, that wouldn't be a bad move because he could slide down under the 6. He might end up pretty well doing that.
Or bring the cue
Doesn't-
ball
maybe
towards
he
the
didn't see
7.
it.
I don't like cutting this one down towards the 9. I'd rather play. Oh, he didn't. He's just playing the 7
Played
ball.
the safety, yeah. Well, the man did not want to take any chances at a score of 5-1. But that was a workable shot, that playing that down for the 9 there. Combination. Combination, unless he likes the bank here, right? You got to shoot the combo here. But his banking ability might surprise us. Oh, the 4. That's what was going to come into play.
Another unforced error.
Well, he's got a 1 rail around it, so that's good. At least he can hit it this way. He may make it. He's letting go of the cue ball here, though.
Well, a nice attempt to recover there, but Kevin Guimond's going to jump out of his seat like a moth going to the campfire right now. And that unforced error by Eddie, he knows he should have thought a little bit more about the cue ball. The 2 does go. You just got to get down in that area where Kevin's looking. That's a small window where he's looking between that 5/8, a tiny window, boy.
Right, yeah.
You better have the speed.
I'm thinking he had it from the middle of the table, but maybe not.
You know, either one of these players played on the table here, but all the tables are brand new cloth, and what happens is as the tables are played, they start getting, you know, when they're new cloth, they're rolling, they're sliding, they're doing everything, and as they get played more, they start to tighten up a little bit.
He caught where he wanted to get.
Yeah, nice shot.
Yeah, it sure was.
I like that.
He's got the 3 in the same corner. He's in good shape now.
What a bridge to bridge right now, huh?
There's always something in the way, right?
Yeah, he's comfortable.
Look at.
And that's what cost him.
Wow.
That's what cost
A
him.
stupid little thing like
Hey, guess who's here? Abraham Lincoln, Pat Fleming, the
Mr.
pioneer.
Fleming.
Pat, how are you?
that. Get you a chair, sir. How are you? Nice to see you.
Do you think he goes for the run here, or do you think he's going to go for the 6-9?
Oh, yeah, I wasn't looking that far ahead. He's got his own work cut out right here. That's the 4 in the, up top there on the left?
Yes.
Wow. Well, that 6-9 is no bargain right there, is it?
Well, the 6 can't pass unless he sets it up table.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, let out the stroke on that one.
Got pretty good there.
Yeah.
What do you do for the 5?
Yeah, he may have to go up and down a couple times here. Play that in the side, or he's going to play it. Well, he's going to play it down in the corner. He may have the 5 in the side.
The 4 or the 5?
Wow, he went from the cut. Look at that, or the bank. How are you going to get on the 6 from here, Eddie? This is a rough one.
Being down 5-1, I would go for that 6-9.
Oh my God, yeah. He's got some work right here, though. If he's going to pocket this boy, he's got to be real happy he gets on that 6-9 with that 8 there, standing there staring at him. You know, he'll end up like the same way he did before when he got caught behind that 4 ball. Be careful, sir. Played the bank.
Left him pretty tough here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's no gimme from here. But wouldn't it be a shot if he came around 3 rails and got under that 6 to play it up in the top corner?
I was actually thinking the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. He just got. But there's a lot of green right here. This is no picnic. And he's got to worry about that side over there as well. Wow, he hit it good. Wow.
And he got the
The
3
speed,
rails.
though.
Yep.
He's on the rail. A lot of work. It's a great shot. Nailed it. He might have the side pocket, maybe. I can't see. Well,
Got the corner
Yeah.
pocket with a little draw.
yeah, he'll have to come around. Oh, well, he held it a bit more than I thought he could.
This puts him at 6 if he makes this 9 ball on a race to 9.
Yeah, 6-1. 6-1. Wow. Eddie can't get anything going here.
Now, these are races to 9. Do you prefer those longer races?
I love them, yeah. Make it 20. Yeah, make it 21. Fun stuff.
We'll be here for a week.
Yeah, yeah. There's worse places to be. Beats Long Island, right? Come on, come on. Give me some help. You got all you Long Island people in the...
I love this venue. I came here last year, actually.
Oh, did you?
I came to spectate.
Oh, yeah. I spent my summers in Long Island. All you Long Islanders on the chat. Steve Kurtz.
Out east running that Bayshore Billiards.
Straight pool league or
Yes,
something,
yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, his heart's in it. Good for him. Let him do some work.
Guess we have a little break going on here.
Ron Cosanzio's breaking at the top table there. Against Jared Clowery. Wing ball. Bam. Guy plays real well. He always does good in this tournament. Yeah, he's always placing well. Jared must know him really well. He knows he's got his work cut out. The whole floor, a lot of good matches here.
Yep, and at 2 p.m. we have the A-side players coming out. Got a couple good matches there too.
At 2 p.m., who's got the...
Well, we have Strickland and Rodney Morris on
Oh,
that
that's right.
TV table.
That should be an interesting one. Roddy's fight for Moscone Cup points. That should be entertaining.
It's definitely a don't miss match. Definitely don't want to miss that match. Now, how many times have you played at this Turning Stone Classic?
Wow. I
One
don't know.
too
Maybe
many?
at least 10.
Wow.
Yeah, at least 10. I guess the last 6 years, twice a year, I think. I missed one, I think. I missed one full one. And when you're sitting home and you're not here, you're miserable. You're watching everybody having fun. This is because it's so much fun up here. It's well run. You know when you're playing. You're not sitting around for 3 hours wondering when your next match is. It's really enjoyable. He set it up really good.
And it's been going for 13 years.
Yeah, everybody likes it. Right, this is number 26, I think.
Number 27 in January, I'll be back up here.
Enjoy the snow. Uh-oh, there's Kurtz. Mr. Kurtz. Look at Ron Cosanzio, played for the 2-9. And he got pretty good on it.
It's not a 2-9, is it?
I think it is.
Oh, I think that's a 6 ball.
Oh, then
tell.
he's playing for the 3 then. Okay, I'm guessing it was a 2. Thanks.
Nicely done for the
Yeah,
4.
he's got a great cue ball. He's going to have to go back and forth here, I think. I don't think he can hold that.
Up next,
6-1.
up next we have
6-1.
we have Rodney Morris versus Earl Strickland at 2 p.m.
Is it 6-1 or did he not put a beat?
6-1.
It is, all right.
6-1.
Well, let's go, Eddie. You got an open break here, open table. Comes up dry on the break, and he's in line to get on everything here. This is a roadmap right here. He'll end up playing the 6-9, I guess.
I'll definitely go for it.
Yeah. Just stop on the 5 and he's good. He needed a break like this right here.
Just got to take his time.
Yeah, yeah.
These tables aren't easy to play on
No,
either.
yeah, no, he's been here before, and he knows the bind he could be in if he doesn't get out here. That's about perfect. That's a pretty good hit right there. That's right where you want it to be.
It is 6-1, not 7-1.
It's 6-1, right? On the board, on the beats anyway. I only questioned it because I thought maybe he didn't put one up after the last game. I wasn't sure. There you go. Good shot.
6-2. I think he could come back into this.
Well, let him package something together here, and he might cause some tension. But I don't know if anybody's put any packages together. Have they? Have you watched any? Twos, maybe twos and threes.
Threes at most, I've seen.
Yeah. Wow, nice break. Oh, no.
Does he get
Well.
it? Oh, yeah. Might have paid off.
Well, he's got to slow roll this up for the 2 in the side. He can't draw it and hold it because of that side pocket right there. Well, no reason why he would anyway. He's just got to follow this forward. Hope he doesn't. You know what?
He definitely has to hit a center ball. Anything more than that, he can scratch.
You know, and if this would be weird to happen, but if he could go forward into the point, if he had to, he would bounce up. That would be half suicidal, but it's there. You know what I'm saying? To go forward and off the point and come out.
Come back out behind the 2?
No, I think he's got to hope to follow this forward for the 2 on the side. But interesting how that point could come into play here. Might be either way. If he hits the point, he's going to come out anyway. So if he hits it by accident, I mean. Careful here, Mr. Abraham. This is no duck walk. He's drawing the ball, maybe.
Do you think a potential cut into the side will work?
Wow.
Wow, what a pleasure seeing Mr. Fleming on location here.
Yeah,
Patrick Fleming is here, and he's going to be in the booth for the next match with Earl Strickland and Rodney Morris. along with other guest commentators. I don't know if Danny's going to make it down in time. We're going to have Tino, Pat, myself in the booth, and we set up a monitor for Pat right in front of him so that you can ask, we'll have a Q&A. You want to ask questions about the U.S. Open coming up or the next Make It Happen that's happening down in Sandcastles in Pat's production in the Aramis Simonis Arena. Pat will be right here on the scene to answer them in the chat.
Eddie just messed up a good opportunity there. I think he misplayed that. I think he could have. Unfortunate for him that he ended up. That was crucial with that
Hey,
point.
Daniel, what's happening? POV Pool in the chat, folks. Hey, Daniel, let everybody know what's coming up, man. You got something going on? Shoot it. Shoot it at us. Am I okay with the score here, Eddie and Steven?
6-1.
6-2, right?
6-2.
2. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That's unfortunate that he that would have put him back in this. Now he's got to stretch.
This is a race to 9, and keep in mind this is a B-side match. All the matches that are taking place right now in the entire event are B-side matches, so there'll be 16 more players getting eliminated out of the tournament after this round. The match coming up next is going to be Earl Strickland versus Rodney Morris at what's scheduled for 2 p.m. on the East Coast. Right now it's 1:24.
I see Dave Fernandez and Degler just finished up. I don't know who won though. Tough to tell.
I see X Corner, when will pay-per-view start for the Open? Pat Fleming will be in at 2 p.m., about a half hour from now, and he'll answer all the questions, or he'll pick the questions out of the chat, and he'll definitely give you an answer. Deadstroke, what's happening? Mr. Del Sims out there in Long Island.
Mr. Sims.
Seen him up in Providence, and his little one, and
Yeah, the little
wife.
kid. The
Yeah.
little kid, yeah.
Always nice to see Del. Sorry you couldn't make it to this one.
Well,
And Kevin Guimond is back at the office.
it's going to be one away from being on, getting next to the hill on this. This is
Yeah. Bang. 7-2. Kevin Guimond.
Eddie's mad at himself. You can tell the way he's slamming the balls around. He's mad. He's upset. He knows that the score doesn't justify the talent here. You know, he's a good player. He caught a bad break with that one ball laying by that side like that.
Yeah, I was off to the side talking to Pat Fleming.
Right.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, it was kind of a crucial shot. He
Yeah.
could have went forward. He could even played the point, but
Right.
he chose to draw it back. And what a stroke! You had to put a perfect stroke on that, I guess, maybe to hit that point. The
He
real,
does have a great stroke, though.
Yeah, sure
Did you
does.
happen to see him
And-
open it up?
I imagine he probably, if he had to do it again, he'd probably nail it. But there's no pressure here, by the way. You know.
Yeah, you just want to make it right now at this point, you know, in Eddie's mind right now, you just want to make it look respectable. Let's get to that point first, and then from there on,
Yeah.
everything after that is just a bonus. I'm sure Eddie's back is kind of aggravated. Got into a car accident years ago, and his
Oh, he
back's
did?
never been the same. Of course, leaning over the table, if you're a pool player, doesn't help too much either. Kevin Guimond set the break right down the center.
The 1 and the 4 ties up there.
Yeah, look at that mess. Wow, this is a crazy push right here. It was not pushing. going to use the whole 4 to hide him behind the 4. Yep.
Nice.
Wow, that was done well.
You know, for some reason, when you're down like this, you know, when like the score's lopsided, and your opponent that has you on that lopsided score breaks, and you get up at the table, that's what you're usually looking at. It's a hard hole to climb out of, you know what I mean? Especially, you know, winner side. If winner side format breaks, if this was an alternate breaking format, Eddie's chances are very slim, you know, but being that it's not,
Right, he could put something together.
yeah, he's just
Sure.
gotta, you know, he's gotta get in gear and break and make some balls.
Well, he left him this 1-5 here. He's got a window for it. Doesn't have to go either. With that 5 being off the rail that little bit, it might. I don't think he has a billiard on it. He's got to cut the one into it. Actually, he has to bank the 1 into it. How much you think he? Oh my God, he's jacking up. Wow.
I don't think
Oh,
he
he's
could
going
see
to
it.
hold the cue there, maybe. Setting the 1-up table, that's tough. And, well, maybe he's just hoping that the 1 will hit something on up there. And he's trying to hold the cue, I think. This might be what... Oh, he played the billiard. And the 9 got him. That's criminal. That's just...
That's the things
That's
that
the
happen.
pool gods right there, man. That's just... Wow. Sorry, kid. Wow. He's looking for an edge. He might have the edge of it, huh? You think? Looking at
I
this
don't
view?
see it.
Yeah, he does have an edge of it. See it? He just doesn't want to leave it in front of the side pocket. That's a good shot you got there, Upstate Al. You can see that he does have the left edge of that 1 ball. This is a crucial game. You don't want your opponent on the hill. How are you? Hey, Tino, how are you?
Just confirmed from Tino Barberi, he will be in the commentator's booth next for the Rodney Morris match versus Earl Strickland.
He looks like he's having fun. Tino, I mean.
Oh, Tino, he come all the way down from Canada
Yeah.
to help out. You know, these guys they
Eddie's got
travel.
to take the paint off this 1 here and try and leave the cue ball down on the rail, but send the 1 over. And I don't think he's going to come off the 3. I don't think. Well, he don't feel comfortable taking the fine hit on it. It's no picnic.
Let's go for the bank shot.
Yeah. It's going to back kick it.
Two ball just tied up that cue ball.
Wow. Home run. he needed a break like that, too. At this score, he needed the break. He left a more easy 1-rail kick here, but let's see what happens. Unless he's got the ball. I don't think he does. Well, maybe he doesn't have the 1-rail kick, does he?
It's a tough one, definitely
Yeah?
a tough one.
Oh, yeah, he's got it, I think. He's aiming for it.
Just got a text message to the booth. Jared, Jazzman Arisamina, is on his way to.
Oh, I didn't know he had the ball. I didn't think he had that much of it.
He's on his way to Vermont to perform a show. Safe travels, Jared.
Got a 2-7 combo here.
Yeah. Another road map here. The way the 6 is laying to come down for the 8. Everything's, wow. Eddie's sweat right here is that he ever gets back to the table at all now in this whole set, because he can just...
That's true, because Kevin Guimond
Sure.
gets to the hill if he can run out here.
Yep.
And the table just opened up like a,
Yes, it
a
did.
rose
Yep.
during blooming season. When Kevin Guimond, I'm telling you, he took down some tournaments down in Texas.
Sure.
Came in, second places in a few of them. He's been getting seasoned.
He hit that nice. Well, this 8 and 9 puts him on the hill. Well, a little straighter than he wanted to be, but he's all right. I'll follow this.
And he accepted the longer shot. I like that discipline, You really want to be close to your work if you can, but why take the chance of going in the side pocket? Accept the longer shot. You know you can make it. Kevin Guimond now is on the hill, 8-2.
Eddie, are you going to be playing in that second chance tournament tomorrow?
I didn't even think about it. I don't know.
I believe a few spots are still open, limited it to 32.
I should go do that. Give me something to do. What time does that start, do you know? It's early.
10 a.m., yeah.
Yeah, that's an early one, yeah.
I'll be participating.
Well, 8-2, here it goes.
Oh, why did that come up? Sorry about that, guys. Going here. Kevin Guimond on the hill.
He comes up dry here.
So it's 1:35 right now, and next scheduled round is 2. We might go right into our 2 o'clock round. We're not sure.
This would be a real tough combination here. He could send the 1 down by the 9, and maybe send the Q over by the 3, and leave him real long. Well, he went for the bank. Wow. Another road map here. Look at this. Look at the layout here.
That may
This
have
is-
costed him.
This is the layout you want for the rest of your life.
A roadmap.
Yeah. Look at this. Really, I mean, come on, man. God, you pray for a layout like this, don't you? Seriously. Really, Helen Keller gets out from here. I swear to God. Sorry, but that's the truth. Look at it. Eddie's not comfortable right here. He could almost shake his hand right now. I don't wish bad on the guy.
Take it easy, Sparky, will you?
I don't
Let
wish
them
bad.
play pool.
Well, I am, but I don't wish bad on the guy. But look at it.
Yeah, I understand.
Stop yelling at me.
I'm not. Mr. Lomax just comes into the chat and says, hello all. How about saying hello to Mr. Steve Lomax in the chat, everybody?
Oh, he didn't come up enough here.
Follows through a bit, give himself an angle.
Or just roll forward and take the shot.
Oh, yeah, he did. Wow. I thought he missed position on that a little bit. Wouldn't
Eddie
take much.
says, Kevin, you don't have to shoot it. Kevin Guimond
Played pretty well, man. It was a
eliminates
good match. Poor Eddie couldn't get anything going. It was all good. It was
Ed Abraham out of the tournament, and Rodney Morris, the Rocket, just entering the arena. I want to thank Eddie and Steven for sitting in on this one.
Thanks, bro.
We'll be back with another match. Thank you, guys.